Chapter 3, Communication. Introduction. Sending and receiving messages is called communication. When we share our thoughts, ideas and feelings with our friends, relatives and other people, we say we are communicating. We communicate with each other for different purposes. We communicate by talking or writing. There are many ways to communicate with each other. We do it by writing letters, talking on the telephone and through newspapers and magazines. Communication is not restricted to an individual. We can communicate with many people at a time. We can even communicate with people living in other distant countries with the help of developed communication system. Let me answer. How would you communicate with many people simultaneously? Do you think advanced communication modes are important? A good communication system serves many purposes. It unites people and recreates awareness, has different means of communication in the form of print, audio, video, has both personal and impersonal means of communication, sends and receives messages and makes the use of information in different fields, links the people globally. Personal communication, sending or receiving messages to and by the individuals is called personal communication. When we live in proximity, we can talk and communicate in person. But when we live in different cities or countries, we need other means of communication. Postal services. Nowadays, the postal system is the most common and the cheapest means of communication. In India, public postal service was opened in 1837. Now we have the largest postal network, about 1.5 lakh post offices in the world. A simpler way to communicate with friends or relatives is to write a letter and post it in a letter box. A postman collects the letters from there. These letters are delivered to the addresses by bus, train or aeroplane. Complete address and PIN code is necessary for a letter to reach the right person quickly. Aerograms are used to send emails for foreign countries. Speed post service help to deliver the letters quickly. Then the ordinary post. Courier services also help in quick delivery of letters. We can buy postcards, inland letters, envelopes or stamps from the post office. We can also send parcels and even money through the post office. Telephone communication. Telephone is the quickest means of communication. It provides instant two-way communication so that people in different cities and countries can talk to each other. Let me answer. The ISD code in India is 0091 or +91. We can even talk to the people in far-off cities or countries through subscriber trunk dialing or STD and international subscriber dialing or ISD. Research and analysis. The first written types of communication were drawing recorded on animal skins, cave walls, pottery or wood. These drawings recorded details about daily life such as hunting, religion and food. Telegraph and telex communication. Telegraph and telex messages are used frequently in some parts of the world. Telegram messages are sent by Morse code. A telex is the printed message sent by a telex machine. The message is typed by the sender and is printed out automatically at the receiving end. Telegrams are the urgent messages sent in leisure time. Then postal mail. Fax, the abbreviated form of facsimile machines, are used widely in offices and homes. They are connected to telephone line and can transmit printed machines or images. Satellite phones. Mobile phones are the instrument which can be carried anywhere by the subscriber. Mobile phone has become an integrated part of our life. There has been a significant improvement in the telephone services in India in the last few years. Internet communication. The computer can also be used for sending and receiving messages, information and pictures. It is possible to communicate very fast via internet. Email or electronic mail works within the internet with the help of a modem. The internet and the World Wide Web (WWW) has enhanced our ability to find, manage and share information in offices and houses. Sitting at home, we can find solution of our problems on the net. It is very useful for students as they no longer need to rely on textbooks only. They can get information using the internet and different websites. It is one of the fastest and low-cost method of communication. That is why it has become so popular. iPhone. It was launched in 2007. It functions as a camera phone, portable media player, text messenger, and has email and web browsing facilities. It also has advanced video recording facilities. Fact: founder. Facebook is a social networking website founded by Mark Zuckerberg and others. Mass communication. To convey a message to a large number of people, we use newspaper, radio, or television. These are called means of mass communication. There are two types of means of mass communication. They are electronic media, radio, television, and cinema, print media, newspaper, magazines, journals, and pamphlets. Both these media are important means of mass communication. Newspaper is one of the most common and cheapest means of spreading information. We can find people waiting for a newspaper in the morning. It brings news, views, opinions, information, and many other items of interest from within the country and abroad. In India, newspapers are published in many languages. Health and wellness. Watching too much television is not good for your health. Excessive TV watching more than 3 hours a day can also contribute to sleep difficulties and other health issues. Suggest few ways to balance time spent on social media and television. Advertisement also have a strong impact on the people. They are used not only to sell products but also to spread social awareness. Radio and television are most effective means of mass communication. Even illiterates can listen to radio or watch programs on television. The television is an audio-visual instrument. We can hear the sound and watch the picture on a television. Now we can listen the news, discussion, and have internet at home. Our national radio network is called Akashvani or All India Radio. There are over 200 radio stations in India that relay programs daily in Hindi, English, and all other regional languages, covering 90% of the country's area. FM broadcasting is very popular in India these days. Cinema is a very popular means of entertainment in India. India produces a large number of feature films, find people films interesting as they both entertain and educate. Satellite communication. Satellites have made communication easier and faster all over the world. They orbit around the earth for a long period. They pick up signals from the earth and transmit them back instantly. These signals are received on radio or television sets. Satellites make it possible for us to watch live programs. Satellite pictures help us to forecast the weather. The world seems very small today because of the widespread means of communication. Indian Heritage Connect. Newspaper is one of the most common and cheapest means of spreading information. Bengal Gazette was the first English language Indian newspaper published in 1780. Summary. We use different means of communication for different purposes. Sending or receiving messages to and by individual is known as personal communication. Letters and telephones are the personal means of communication. When we have to convey a message to a large number of people, we use newspaper, radio, and television. These are called means of mass communication. Computer can store information. We can communicate through computers via email. Art integration. iPhone functions as a camera phone, a portable media player, and text messenger, and has email and web browsing facilities. Design your own iPhone. You can make it colorful. Exercises. Creative expression. Tell your story. Imagine you are living in the old times. There are no mobile phones, TV, or computers. You need to send a message to your friend living at a far place. How would you send him your message? Share your thoughts. Cross-curricular connect. Critical thinking. Let's play a game. Telephone game. Split your group into 2 even lines at opposite end of each line. Whisper a phrase or short sentence to a person on end and tell them to pass it on using whole whisper, one person at a time. They can only repeat the phrase or sentence once. Once the message have made it to the end of each line, have the last person to receive the message in each line report on what they heard. Don't forget to have fun. Logical decision making. Surajganj is a remote village in Uttar Pradesh. Most of the people are illiterate here. Which means of mass communication should they use to entertain and educate themselves? Give reasons. Let's practice. A. Write short answers for the following questions. 1. Give some example of mediums of personal communication. 2. Write the names of 2 newspaper and 2 magazines. 3. What is satellite communication? B. Write long answers for the given questions. A. How can students get information these days apart from stored books? 2. What are the features of good communication? 3. How does satellite help us in our daily life? C. Fill in the blanks. 1. Newspaper is an example of dash medium. 2. Our national radio network is called dash. 2. Bengal Gazette was published in dash. 4. Dash is observed as the post office day. D. Multiple choice questions. 1. The most efficient form of mass communication is letter, television. 2. Newspaper, telephone is the personal means of communication. 3. Inland letter, postcard is the cheapest means of postal communication. E. Match the following. Column A. 1. Facebook. 2. Morse code. 3. ISD. 4. iPhone. 5. Modem. Column B. A. Telegram. B. 2007. 3. Mark Zuckerberg. The international calls. E. Internet. F. Take the correct options. 1. Which of the following is not an example of electronic media? 1. Journal. 2. Radio. 3. Newspaper. 4. Television. 2. Our national radio network is called dash. 1. Akashvani. 2. Doordarshan. 3. Radio Vani. 4. Radio Darshan. 3. Which is the means of satellite communication? 1. Live program. 2. Shows. 3. Inland letters. 4. Speed post. 4. STD stands for 1. Standard trunk dialing. 2. Speedy trunk. 3. Subscriber trunk dialing. 4. Subscriber trunk. 5. Which one of the following is a means of personal communication? 1. Mobile. 2. Letter. 3. Email. 4. Radio. Conceptual understanding. Based on the chapter, find out the hidden word, write opposite word for each and make sentences. The word appears up, down, sideways, backwards and diagonally. Writing skills. Would you use a newspaper for your communication? Write down a short note on the importance of the newspaper in our life.